Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P1855 indicates an issue with the inclination sensor circuit, specifically related to the sensor's range or performance on the Honda Civic models from 2016 to 2021. This diagnostic trouble code arises when there's a malfunction with the G sensor integrated within the supplemental restraint system SRS unit. The function of the G sensor is to detect the road gradient during vehicle stops, relaying critical information to the transmission control module TCM using controller area network CAN communication. The TCM utilizes this information for managing vehicle features like creeping torque. When the G sensor output does not reflect the expected changes in voltage, particularly while accelerating or decelerating, a fault is detected and the DTC gets logged. Hence, the proper functionality of the G sensor is crucial for vehicle performance. The G sensor, integrated in the supplemental restraint system SRS unit of the Honda Civic, plays a pivotal role in monitoring the vehicle's inclination. Located within the SRS unit, the G sensor detects the gradient of the road at the moment the vehicle comes to a stop. It communicates this gradient information to the transmission control module TCM through the FCAN lines. The TCM makes adjustments in vehicle behavior, particularly focusing on switching creeping torque. When driving conditions lead to a situation where the output voltage of the G sensor remains relatively unchanged, the TCM identifies this lack of response as a malfunction. This situation is critical as it may directly affect vehicle operations such as acceleration and braking during various maneuvers. Diagnosing the DTC P1855 involves identifying possible causes that may lead to this error. The most likely culprit is an internal failure within the SRS unit, specifically the G sensor itself. This internal malfunction could be due to wear, physical damage, or electronic faults that compromise its performance. Additionally, issues with the electrical connections related to the G sensor can affect how the sensor transmits data to the TCM. Wiring harness problems, such as short circuits or broken wires, are crucial to inspect as they can lead to inaccurate voltage readings. It's also important to consider that there might be other undiagnosed issues related to the car's electrical system that could contribute to the error. Symptoms related to DTC P1855 can vary, but there are generally observable indicators. One primary symptom is that the malfunction indicator lamp, NIL, may not illuminate, which can mislead the driver into thinking there are no issues. Additionally, the vehicle's shift position indicator may remain off, impacting the driver's understanding of the gear status. Users might also experience performance issues, such as irregular acceleration or deceleration, particularly in scenarios requiring precise control over the vehicle's speed. These symptoms highlight the importance of addressing the DTC promptly to ensure safe driving conditions and optimal vehicle performance. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P1855 involves starting the vehicle's engine and preparing it for further testing. Begin by ensuring that the vehicle is in a safe environment to operate the engine, ideally while parked. With the brake pedal firmly pressed, transition the shift lever to the drive position. This setting allows the vehicle to enter a mode where the TCM can effectively engage with speed assessments while the G sensor monitors the inclination. It is vital to check that the brake pedal is engaged to prevent unintended movement once the engine starts. Starting at this foundational point sets the stage for observing how the G sensor behaves under operational conditions. Following the initial step of starting the engine and placing the shift lever in drive mode, the next troubleshooting step requires driving the vehicle at a speed of 14 miles per hour, 21 kilometers per hour or greater. This step is crucial to create conditions under which the G sensor can properly assess and respond to the road gradient. It is necessary to accelerate for at least 1 second to ensure that the speed is reached as expected, which provides the TCM sufficient data to evaluate the sensor's performance. During this process, attention should be paid to how the transmission shifts and if there are any irregularities noticed in acceleration. The effectiveness of this step hinges on accurately reaching and maintaining the specified speed. In the third troubleshooting step, it's time to release the accelerator pedal and begin decelerating the vehicle. This process should be executed smoothly over a period of at least 1 second, ensuring that the vehicle reduces speed but remains above 4 miles per hour or 5 kilometers per hour. This deceleration is critical because it allows for the G-sensor to gather data during a reduction in acceleration, which is essential for the TCM to evaluate any potential abnormalities in sensor readings. By comparing speed changes during acceleration and deceleration phases, the TCM can better determine if the G-sensor's outputs align with expected performance parameters. Ensure that the deceleration is gradual to observe the system's full range of responses. The last troubleshooting step involves turning off the vehicle after executing the driving pattern, which includes previous acceleration and deceleration phases. By placing the ignition in the off lock position for at least 1 second, the TCM can reset and clear any temporary conditions that could interfere with sensor performance. It's important to note that this step is not merely a shutdown. It allows for recalibration and verification of the system's response. The driving pattern should be repeated to ensure consistency in data readings. This repetition helps in confirming whether the DTC persists or resolves, shedding light on the underlying issue with the G-sensor and TCM communication effectiveness. After completing the troubleshooting steps and making any necessary repairs, the final verification process involves checking for any stored diagnostic trouble codes. Using a scan tool, you can confirm that the P1855 code is no longer present and that the conditions for it have been adequately addressed. If any related issues remain, clearing any confirmed DTCs is necessary to monitor the system's performance post-repair. This verification process is key to ensuring that the repairs have resolved the issues and that the vehicle can operate without further DTC indications, enabling a clear pathway for future assessments. It's essential to ensure the vehicle undergoes various driving conditions to validate successful repairs. Implementing preventive maintenance is crucial for preserving the functionality of the G-sensor and preventing the reoccurrence of DTC P1855. Regular diagnostics using a suitable scan tool should be a routine part of vehicle maintenance to catch potential sensor issues early before they escalate. Additionally, routinely check the electrical connections associated with the G-sensor and the TCM. Keeping connections clean and secure can prevent the electrical faults that lead to diagnostic trouble codes. Understanding the role of the G-sensor in vehicle performance underlines the importance of consistent checks in compliance with manufacturer recommendations. Preventive care can also extend to ensuring that the SRS unit is free of damage or faults, as this component is integral to the efficient reading of inclination. In conclusion, understanding the implications of DTC P1855 regarding the G-sensor's range and performance is essential for maintaining optimal vehicle functionality. The G-sensor within the SRS unit is crucial for accurate readings that allow the TCM to manage driving dynamics effectively. By following systematic troubleshooting steps, potential issues can be diagnosed and addressed promptly, eliminating or reducing the risk of future occurrences. regular diagnostics, and preventative maintenance can significantly enhance vehicle reliability and drive quality. Finally, being familiar with these processes equips Honda Civic owners and technicians with the knowledge to handle such codes confidently, ensuring both safety and performance longevity. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.